Justin, should I just be using the spreadsheet for just basically my own trainer, since there's like 2 other character sheets for my Pokemon that are available basically at all times?
Pretty much. I mean, the spreadsheet's more so for just your character. Like, I would use the Pokemon app as reference and then use the Roll21 for rolling. Which, by the way, I don't know if anyone saw. Double check all of your Pokemon sheets. Make sure I've got everything right. Make sure I've put in the right score changes for your natures and stuff. Just double check from your app, like the Pokemon 5e app, and the characters in Roll20. Make sure they are correct, please, because I did them to the best of my ability. I'm sure I've missed someone somewhere, though. Right now, the only characters that do not have sheets are Gravy the Rockruff, because I have to find a Pokemon that is equivalent to Rockruff and basically just change the image and all the information to Rockruff sheet, like I did with Fractal Tour. I think I took like a took just some ice type Pokemon that had what moves does she have? Powder Snow, and just kind of changed everything. Same with Joffrey. So bear with me with that. I'll get that as soon as possible. Also, same with tokens. Lumi, Gravy, and Joffrey and Fractal do not currently have tokens because Lumi's shiny and the other 3 are Gen 7 Pokemon and they don't have the tokens. They were pre-made, so I have to make everything after that. But everything else has been swapped to tokens, which, speaking of, I'll go and swap over to the combat so you can see. Let me...
Oh no.
Well, you shouldn't see my screen. Give me a second.
No, I just meant.
Let me go do this real quick. Let me studio mode. Okay, combat. Why are you?
Justin, I completely blanked on getting with you about the leveling up.
That's right. We need to do that real quick. Which is fine.
Okay. So tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, I'm also panicking because I forgot to put in the type master, type specialist thing. But it's fine. I'll figure it out.
No, that's fine. We can do that real quick. It'll be a good way to get everyone caught up anyway. So let me leave studio mode.
Wait, hold
on. There we go. Now you should see the correct combat screen.
Hold on.
Which I need to remember that
the Pokemon 5e side is down.
It's still down?
We don't know what's going on. It might be an issue of DMCA. We're hoping not, but we'll find out. We're not sure what's going on.
My app works.
Yeah, the app still works. It's separate.
Let me try the app.
But if you need the PDFs, I've posted it into the 5e info chat on my server. So you can check there. They're pinned, or at least the first message is pinned. Just scroll down to the rest of them, and you'll be able to access them there. Crazy God, I want to destroy them. But yeah.
Player handbook.
So you can see. Well, first off, let me get rid of Rip Prisma real quick. And Sad Boy. Is that Sad Boy Mons? What is that? What's the last word there? Hours. Sad Boy Hours, I see. Okay, anyway. Clear drawings. So yeah, as you can see, we have tokens now. New tokens. Which were created by let me make sure that they're, let me bring up art. There they are. It'll be the second link there. By Yin Miyushi. Rat commissioned them, and so they drew these tokens for us. I'm ignoring Roll20 chat at the moment because I cannot keep up with that. It's fine.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I want to focus on what's important, which is Miyushi's incredible work.
Yes! They're so good.
I'm going to hold on. I'm going to mark where each of you are. Just so I can, that's not where I wanted that. There, there, and there. Okay. Because I want to take each of you, I want to line you all up and zoom in on you so everyone can see.
Ooh, look at us. We're all moving.
Yeah, you're moving and grooving.
Oh, I'm being possessed. Where am I going? I don't know.
Wait.
Why'd you turn Midwestern there for a second?
Oh gosh.
But Burke's not
Where
moving,
are
so
we
you're fine.
going? Oh, where's everyone on a road trip? Where are we going?
Oh,
And then-
excuse me there.
I mean, as long as the demon was willing to go to a Packers game, I really don't have a problem with it.
Don't get me started on the Packers.
Look at how cute these are.
Can I just
Is
trigger
this
you?
a joke I'm too un-American to get?
Wait,
The
I
Green
drew
Bay
a
There's no
Packers
Ryu.
football
Wait,
team.
get
Oh,
Ryu
shit.
in there.
Oh shit!
No, Ryu
Oh my
is there.
God.
You just can't see him.
Ah,
He's
there's
in
Ryu.
the shadows.
Bam.
I'm too fast
Ryu.
for eyes.
He rolled a nat 20.
You'll never
Exactly.
He's arm
Ryu
crawling.
combat
Wait.
crawls into the
Is your mind too fast for her eyes?
Why doesn't Madeline have a name?
The Madeline with no
because
name.
I forgot to change that to C.
The nameless Kip.
She was the only person I didn't change that to. Save settings. There you
Am
go.
I
Now
Dark
you
Souls boss now?
can- Okay. There's all the art. So yeah, that's art by I'm gonna post it into this chat as well. Just to make sure, but art by
I see Madeline's HP, and it almost looks like a reactive, like a Doom.
Make sure
help
I'm
face.
spelling that right.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
how it gets
yeah.
more and more upset.
Yes. It does.
It's like,
But yeah, these are awesome tokens designed by them. We've also updated the tokens for the Pokemans, which I'll drag one over. Here's Biscuit. So this is what the tokens will look
These
like now.
biscuits.
These were made by someone
Oh.
in the Pokemon 5e community whose name I can't check at the moment because the website's down. So whoever made these, thank you. I don't remember who you are, unfortunately. Sorry, but yeah, they made tokens all the way up to Gen 6. That's why Fractal and Joffrey and Gravy don't currently have tokens because they're Gen 7 Pokemon. So I have to make those manually.
We like being annoying.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Wait,
so
is
just
Joffrey
a
like-
few updates. What?
Joffrey speaks in third person. We are many, you are but one.
He's Ermac.
Mike, I love you for knowing. I love you
Thank you.
platonically for knowing exactly that exactly line. That exact.
Dude, I played MK9. Hell
Oh
yeah.
man, I was an Ermac main. Anyways, back to thanking Miyushi before we get off track.
Yes.
Wait, why is
Oh
that
my
not
goodness.
able to be seen? Ah, I see.
They
We
also look all
collectively
of my
have like the
emotes.
attention. We collectively have the attention span of a 5 years old.
That's where the 5 and 5e comes from.
Beware Joffrey's threatening
idiot.
aura.
I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have Mew. So
Why's Jeffrey?
The square, the cube, the Joffrey cube.
It's Joffrey's threatening aura. Okay, anyway, let's put everyone back. Zoom
Joffrey
this
is the
back out.
The Joffrey tetrahedron.
the grid.
Hey, I want to point out. I'm saying it because I think maybe everyone else's is like this too. But on the character sheet for my Pokemon, it shows both abilities.
Yes. Just remember which one you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is
I'll
yours?
leave that up to my the Pokedex app.
Hold on, you know what I'm gonna do to actually make this look a bit better because of the fact that this one, yes. I'm going to do this. No, because that's where shit, I can't do that. Never mind, it's fine. I just gotta remember the right side of the screen is cut off. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah. And let me move everyone back to where they were. So Grin was up here. Well, first off, let me go away. And then
Why did I have?
Madeline
We
was
haven't seen normal
here.
Vulpix, have we?
No.
Okay, I don't know why I had that marked as seen.
It's because there is no Alolan Vulpix in the Pokedex.
That's right.
Ah,
okay,
funny.
okay. Good call. Good call.
And then Ree was
Go ahead.
there.
You might want to. I meant to click on the mouse but I accidentally drew a
Write
little
that down.
brown spot on.
Yeah, I was
his
gonna say
eye.
there's a brown smudge in Ryu's iris.
It's the dirt that got kicked up by a tyrant trying to eat him.
Ryu, you okay? You're blinking a lot.
There you go. You wipe this shit out of your eyes. All right, so all of that out
God.
of the way, we do...
Yes, Rat, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I just zoomed all the way out accidentally.
How'd that go?
I saw the grid.
Great.
Also, Burke, I say this with all the love in the world for the artist that drew these tokens, but Burke kind of looks like Shaggy.
I'm okay with
I love
that.
it. Yeah. That's perfect.
Him and Gravy sharing a sandwich.
No.
The comedically like tall sandwich where you unhinge your jaw and eat it in one bite.
Okay, there. Now I should be able to have everything open at once.
Gravy, we gotta get in there. We gotta
Still
go
updating.
help for you.
So
no, Burke, you want to get a big sandwich? Oh, come on, Gravy.
It's your
no,
center.
it's
It's
still
like,
not updating.
let me at him. Let me at him.
I'll kill him in one hit. I'll kill him.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
As a quick question, I forget. So when
Hmm.
do we? This is not me trying to be like a collector, but
Oh no, okay,
when
they
do
are
we?
going. It's just
Because once we
never
hit level 2, do we have more? Like, can we carry more Pokemon on us, or can we still only carry 3?
so let me bring that up real quick just to double check. But I believe you have to be level 5 before you start carrying a 4th Pokemon. It's for balancing purposes, because if you can carry all 6
That's
Pokemon
fair.
from the start, you can just steamroll a lot of stuff, a lot of encounters, because that's
fair.
So
Oh
it's a
yeah,
lot of
I
encounters.
forget.
It does
I'm
behoove us to
forgetting.
actually catch Pokemon.
Oh, because you like level up. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so 5th level is when you can get your 4th Poke slot.
Okay.
Next level 3, is when you can start catching Pokemon up to SR5, so you can start catching stronger Pokemon at that point too.
I feel kind of like a clown, but there's a PC storage box, right? But we have to be at a Pokemon Center for that.
For this, we're going newer Pokemon rules where your box is on you at all times, just to
Yes.
save time of like the tedium of I got to go back to the Pokemon Center and swap out my Bulbasaur for my Charmander
you know
or whatever.
what?
Like,
You know what? That's been a rule since the fucking first season of the anime. Well, actually, no.
what do you mean?
Okay, because when Ash catches Krabby, it gets automatically transferred to Professor Oak, and then like they show Ash that he can like press a button on his Pokedex and like swap it out or something.
It's the beginning of the
But
old.
that same episode, they go to Bill's like lighthouse and call Oak to get Krabby back or check on Krabby. I don't know.
Weird.
And then it's like, oh, hello, Ash. Bad news. We opened Ultra. We're home doing that.
Oh no.
I thought you were gonna go the route of
Good
sorry
lord.
about that, Ash. Oh, I had him for dinner. Crab
Oh,
legs.
They
no.
make that
Yummy
joke. They make
meal.
that joke in the episode.
Oh,
Oak's eating tofu, and Ash sees the like boiling pot behind him, and he's just like, "You're not cooking Krabby, are you?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that. But the one Gary caught would make quite the meal." And it's like a gigantic Krabby.
No.
Oh.
It's kind of funny.
Well, like for those in chat, how
Compensating
does
for something, yeah.
audio work? How does the audio sound? Am I too quiet, too loud? How's everyone else sounding? Because it seems like my audio level is below everyone else's. So let me know if I need to turn them down a bit, or if I just need to get a bit
a bunch
closer. I
of
don't know.
noisy children clamoring and running
Do not
around in
stand
circles.
If you're hitting at about
Do not
minus 10, I'm
Justin.
hitting sometimes to minus 10. It's usually up to about minus 15, which is actually too low. I don't know why I'm that quiet, but yeah, let me know if anything needs to be altered. But yeah, so everyone leveled up except for Prisma at the moment because she does not have a 3rd Pokemon. But she will soon.
Poggers.
So everyone went ahead and rolled health. But the only person we didn't do was Grace, because she'd already gone to bed at that point. So Grace,
Yeah.
you have 2 options. You at the
Okay.
moment, your health is. Let me check that real quick. Your health at the moment is a solid 11, according to Wade. Is that
Alright.
correct?
That's my hit points. Yeah.
Okay, good. So you have the option of either, because health involves your health is a D8, so you can either roll a D8 and whatever you roll, you add your Constitution, which is I believe +3, and that's what you get. Or you can take the average, which would be 4, and it's 4 plus your Constitution. So you can either take a static 7, or you can roll and potentially get higher or potentially worse. But you always re-roll 1s. You'll never get a 1 if you roll. That's just a personal rule of mine.
All right, well let's do that one. Let's do the one where it's the average.
Alrighty, so you gain a 7 HP, so you now have 19, or sorry, 18. I can count.
All right.
Wait, no, I was looking at your AC. No, I'm dumb. Okay, yes, it is 18. Jeez, I saw the first 11. I was like 11, but no, that's Starly's AC was 11. But yeah, people have picked their trainer paths. We'll discuss that in a moment. But let me go ahead and swap to here real quick and change, hopefully without breaking everything. Charlotte changes from 11 to 18. So there we go. Yeah. Okay, good. It didn't break anything. Alright. So nice. Okay. So now, let's go ahead, and for those who have also Rat's already gone through the process of choosing her subclass, even though she won't get into later on this episode. She went ahead and did it just to save time in the future. But let's go down the line and tell everyone what your new trainer paths are. So Ryu, what path are you going down?
I will go down the path of a tactician.
Sweet. Which means that you get tactical points, and your Pokemon are a little more aggressive and a little more tactical. Grin, what are you going down?
Pull that sheet up, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm doing Type Master.
Nice. So powering up grass type Pokemon. In fact, because of that, you now are the only person at the moment who actually has stab for your Pokemon. Your Pokemon all have +1 stab.
I'm gonna figure out what that means.
Hell yeah. Check the HP, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's just a +1 to attack and damage.
Wait, our Pokemon don't have stab normally?
They do not at the moment. They get stab, I believe, at level 2 or 3. I can double check on that though. I don't want F3.
Yeah, stab is just a flat damage bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And what it does, if I recall correctly, is that I get a +1 for. Hold on.
Yeah, level 3 is when Pokemon get stab. Yeah, stab. Stab may only be added once per move, even for moves that deal damage over time, like Leech Seed, Poison Cast, etc. Bonus increases the Pokemon levels up, but your Pokemon gives a bonus damage rolls when it uses an attack move that is the same type as their Pokemon type. So yeah, it's a +1 to your damage rolls.
Yes, and so it's a +1. I get a +1, and I get to add another stab point on top of that for every level. It seems.
Not every level, you just get an extra +1 for on top of your stab. But you do get let me double check for this, but I believe
beginning at level 2, increase the stab of any Pokemon that is the same type as your specialization by +1 at all levels.
Yes. Yeah, so that means at all levels, and whenever you get a stab, it goes up by 1. So whenever whenever at level 7, when their stab goes up to +2, yours is now +3.
Right.
That's what it means. And if you select multiple specializations at later levels, the bonus can be applied to new types as well. So for instance, since even though you're going mainly grass, if you do pick up poison, because there's a lot of grass poison types, that also increases the stab. Stuff like that. So yeah. So that's what Grin's going with. So Burke, what are you going with?
Burke is going down the path of Pokemon Ranger.
Yeah.
So now
ill-fated Pokemon series.
No. It's got fans.
Fans with broken DS screens.
Let's move on.
I didn't think about that.
Should I talk about what it changes, or I know you're probably bringing that up.
Yeah. So, if you want to do it, go for it, because I'm actually editing something a little bit, and you probably know a bit more.
On the top of my head, I know it gives me at least favored, it gives me a favored biome or an area I go through. So like,
Yeah.
for me, I pick the mountains. So if our party's ever in the mountains, we're not at like a disadvantage, or our pace isn't slowed down because of my traversal knowledge. Kind of like the ranger in D&D.
Yep, you get one bit of ranger, a dip of ranger within normal D&D. You also get expertise in nature and survival.
That's right.
Excuse me. And I think there's something else, or is that it? Nope, that's it.
Mine's kind of you don't get much at the start, but later on it gets pretty cool. It's a lot of focus on companionship and like working alongside your Pokemon.
Get that good stretch gator. Nice. So Madeline, what are you going with?
I will be going with a nurse.
So we have a little dash of healing in our party. So you get the benefit of giving temporary hit points to your Pokemon every long rest and every time they're in a Pokemon Center. And eventually that will get to spread out to other people. You get to heal people and stuff. You basically get like a paladin healing pool at some point. Pretty cool. And then Charlotte, what are you going with?
We are going to be a tactician.
Nice. So same as Ryu.
Yep.
And then Prisma, you will eventually be going into.
Oh, I'm gonna be a hobbyist.
Yeah. Which is quite the potent choice because it. Excuse me. I'm dying. Because it gives you extra skills, and you get to choose an additional specialization. So you now are going to be specializing in 4 different types of Pokemon instead of just 3.
Yes.
Which is pretty dang cool. And your later abilities that you add more feats and more skills and stuff, and also dip a little bit into other subclasses, which is wild. But we'll get to that later. But yeah, so that's what's happened between sessions, and now bookkeeping is done. Let's get back into it. So previously in Trouble in Tampinell, our party had more fortuitous encounters with Pokemon during the night while searching for various foods like to make a soup. In the process, they caught some extra Pokemon, a Woopa, a Sentret, Hoot, and Nidorina. And I'm sure I'm missing someone in that list, but it's fine. I promise I don't hate all of your Pokemon. But why is that? Anyway, but yeah, so we caught a few new Pokemon, and when they returned, they had a rude awakening. Well, they weren't asleep yet, so a rude staying awake of encountering a Tyrantrum and its family, in which case 2 people almost died, but managed to subvert the situation, convince the Tyrantrum to step away and leave, and everyone survived. But it has left some emotions raw. Some people feeling a little scorned, and tensions high and anxiety even higher. So yeah, so we're picking up. Everyone's kind of currently looking through the ruins at the moment, making sure that it's safe. Prisma's kind of going off on her own at the moment. She's the one who's kind of heading the search. Everyone else kind of recouping up in this top left hand ruin. That's now the one that's the most intact compared to this one that was destroyed by the Tyrantrum. But yeah, people are a little shaken, a little stirred. And the last he left Burke, he was nearly catatonic, laying on the ground, staring up at the sky at the stars. So it's been a good day, been a good night. Their first night on the road has not even ended yet.
I'll be right back.
And Ryu vanishes suddenly and mysteriously. To the void.
Ninja powers.
But yeah. You did have a soup going, but it was knocked over by the Tyrantrum, so you'd have to rebuild a fire in here and start that up again, which wouldn't be difficult. You all have the time to do that, so you reignite the flames, set up the pot again, clean it off from any dirt that might have happened, put more water in it, get it start boiling, and get that going again. So some of the ingredients you guys have gathered were unfortunately lost when they were knocked out of the soup, but some of them still remain. Like for instance, I don't think Prisma had put her ingredients in yet. I don't think Charlotte had put hers in. So people are starting to. I'd assume you guys are probably putting your ingredients back in the soup again to get that going. So, what's everyone up to at the moment?
Charlotte's still really shaken, and she's picking up like the potatoes and the other root veggies up, and just kind of trying to put them back in the bag and like also calm herself down. So she's taking deep breaths.
Burke's still laying there, staring at the sky.
Yeah. After checking on Madeline and Gren when they were both staying in the main area, he kind of just like his posture gave, and he's kind of just now he's just like he's not on his back anymore, staring straight up. Now he's just kind of like hugging his knees a little bit, kind of just 1,000-yard stare.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
This counts as a short rest, right?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay, I need to tend to Yuki.
That's fair.
Because Yuki's been fainted this whole time, and I need to tend to her.
Yep. There she is.
Good.
Yeah, you call you bring Yuki out of her Pokeball, and she's still unconscious, still a little scratched up, eyes and this stereotypical swirly Pokemon thing that they do. But yeah, she's not in any like mortal peril. She's just resting and trying to naturally heal herself over time. But
where did I go?
What do you mean?
Where's my token?
You're right.
Ryu disappears yet again. I don't find it either.
I'm not there.
No.
I see him on stream, but I'm not there.
It's weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing him either.
Refresh.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Oh, and now I see him. There he is. Okay, I see it.
Okay. Yeah.
Weird.
It's too high.
Fine.
Well, Ryu's back. Boo. Boo. But yeah. So Yuki's doing little shaky, but is currently sleeping. So what would you like to do with Yuki?
Well, I don't have any healing items, so I probably at the moment I'm just brushing her and letting her rest.
Makes sense. Yeah. I'm just being in your presence and like holding her to your chest, like a child is very comforting. So, she probably like kind of curls up a bit, in your arms. Kind of give like just start like petting her like a cat would, like you would a cat.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to, Prisma?
I probably left my ingredients over here in a bag before just kind of going off on my own. I'm still pretty shaken. And I kind of noticed that not everyone seemed to react the way that she thought they would after, her attempting to lead the Tyrantrum away from everyone else. So she kind of wants to go walk off on her own for a bit and just like get some space, get some air, and think about what happened, and also maybe like spend some time with her Pokemon.
Makes sense. Alrighty. So, Prisma heads off into the darkness.
Oh my god.
Moves off into the forest.
Into the void.
Alright, so yeah. Do you let anyone know, or do you just head off?
I think before I do that, I'll just leave the rest of my berries, like in a little pouch. Like I would have left it with the other stuff, and just kind of like a little note that says sorry.
Okay. Makes sense. So yeah, sounds good to me. Excuse me. Alright. So what's Madeline and Grin doing? Whoever wishes to go first.
Gren, you up to anything?
Okay. So Gren is still like inside his sleeping bag. He's still a little shaky, but as Madeline sits there, he does go like, oh, and he pulls up the Pokeball where he has the Lotad, and he lets out a little shaky laugh, and he's like, uh, fun thought actually, and he lets the Lotad out of its bowl, and he's like, I see you're doing mainly water types, and I really like grass types, and well, if like it's a combination of our type things. And he laughs again and rubs his neck a little awkwardly. Just yeah, I just thought about it and then I forgot about it. But now I thought about it again.
Madeline sort of lets out a light, sympathetic but kind of not super like present, like in the moment, paying attention sort of chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
She like kind of lightly acknowledges what Gren said, but is still mostly out of it, and just kind of trying to catch her breath and calm and settle things down.
Makes sense. You're not the right person.
I might also let Fina out of the ball for a little bit, just to kind of check on her, and also to have a comfort Pokemon at the ready.
Alrighty. There we go. Whoops. That was the wrong thing I clicked on. There we go. Okay. There it is. Fina. I'm not a huge fan of the fact they've like neutered.
What's with the little nub?
I know. I hate that.
It's a little head peepee.
I told Rat that I hate it because it looks like a little chode. It grosses me out, and I hate it.
It looks like the cat meme where the cat is just like all the way up in the camera.
But yeah. So you call Fina out, and so you have a nice little party of 3 Pokemon going on in here. Fina, seeing another water type, is instantly interested, and they start like kind of like interacting. Like trying to like have some sort of like connection with this Pokemon that it's never seen before.
Madeline's gonna let Fina actually is gonna like loosen her strict like sort of watch over Fina, just to let her maybe calm down a little bit by hanging out with some other Pokemon. So she sets Fina down on the ground and allows her to go play with Yuta if she would like.
That's nice. What is that? Oh. Okay, anyway, sorry. Fina definitely appreciates the moment of being able to like kind of step away, have a little bit of freedom. Fina instantly like jumps onto Lotad's like lily pad and like balances on it, and Lotad like kind of like sinks a bit, but it's now like kind of like waddling around with Fina on top of it, like full on like George Washington on the boat, that painting, just like Fina like staying in the front, one paw out. Paw? Do they have paws? Fin out. One appendage out. Just kind of like leading the charge as Lotad just kind of like slowly meanders around. They're off to a good start. I'm about to ban chat. Not stream chat. Roll20 chat.
I don't like this bit. Can we get any other bit? Like, any other bit.
I will say, if you want to turn off those ping noises, there it is an option in the settings. You can turn them down.
No, it's kind of funny. I think
I have it turned off so that stream doesn't hear the bing, bing, bing anytime someone messages. But I need to mark down. Because I have a bad habit of not doing this. I need to mark down what everyone's natures are, so I can remember what kind of personality they have. So I have it for the starters. I just don't have it for.
Do you need us to tell you?
Maybe in a moment.
I feel kind of silly for asking, but for the sake of how my spreadsheets have been like constantly acting up, do you remember Biscuit's nature? I feel bad for not remembering.
Let me see. Let me check. Biscuit's nature is arrogant.
Okay, perfect. That's correctly.
She's an arrogant little bear. Yeah, because I have all the starters on my Pokédex app. Because I figured they're the ones that were going to be the most important. I just don't have anything else yet, so I just need to take note of that at some point. But I'll do that later. It's not that big of a deal at the moment. So, but anyway. So yeah, so you have some berries and some potatoes. The berries probably wouldn't do very well in the soup, but you do have a bunch of blueberries that were gathered. Got some potatoes that Prisma gathered before she headed off. So yeah, this soup begins to boil. The smell of potato soup begins to kind of waft out in this area. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before soup?
Sorry, I'm joking on my own spit.
Madeline would like to have a medical emergency soup.
So
sorry, Charlotte.
Charlotte starts choking on the smoke from the fire. It kind of like blows into her face. She starts coughing a bit.
I added too much to the fire.
I would have shit if I was like, sorry, I'm choking, and Justin was like dead ass, like, roll a save.
No. But yeah, if anyone would like, out of personal requests from Rat, who is currently leading the soup project at the moment? Who's cooking?
Me.
Roll for soup.
Charlotte.
You get a roll for soup. So,
sorry, that caught me off guard. Roll for soup.
Roll for soup.
So
okay,
give me a survival
that,
check for me. See how good the soup is.
Roll at survival, you
Yep.
said? Oh boy.
Nice.
How'd I do?
So even as you all are kind of gathering around to partake in this soup, you notice that the soup itself, like, it's basically just water and potatoes.
Oh.
And like, there's no real seasoning.
Oh no.
It's basically like as Charlotte starts dishing out these like bowls of soup, you realize she basically just made boiled potatoes but didn't take the potatoes out of the boiling water. So you're all like, you kind of like all like suddenly pour the water out of the bowl and you just start eating just boiled potatoes. Like, and the potatoes taste pretty good. Like, it's not like they were prepared wrong. It's not like anything like that's gross. It's just, this is definitely not soup. Yeah. So for your first meal on the road, you get boiled soup or boiled potatoes.
Potato soup without the soup.
Indeed.
To be fair, I think that's fine as a dinner, considering our first soup was kicked over by a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah.
Thanks, loud car.
Yeah,
Someone's driving
I'm
away.
sorry. I am in a farming town, so yeehaw.
Oh god, it's back! No,
Oh,
our
fuck,
soup!
are you fucking kidding me?
Kicks over your soup again.
Charlotte throws her spoon at
No,
it.
it chomps the fucking like the soup pot hole
Yeah,
and just
eats the soup and walks away.
Tarantrum's busting
Oh.
through.
Tarantum
busted through.
But yeah, so you all get some nice boiled potatoes. Except for Prisma, who's currently out.
Scoopsy potatoes.
Scoop. What?
Scoopsy potatoes.
Scoopsy potatoes.
All right, scoopsy potatoes.
I'll find it and I'll post it. Don't worry about it.
I hope you didn't just make me say something horrible. How dare you?
No, it's really
it's
funny.
Practical Jokers thing.
Okay.
I'll show you.
God, my parents have been watching the shit out of that show. But yeah. So as you all sit down to eat, well, what do? You're gathering around a central, like, kind of fire. I assume for the moment, Madeline and Gren probably come out of the room, so they kind of sit around the fire, but it's up to you what you actually do. The fire, I assume, is like here-ish. You know what? I still have that. Where'd it go? No, it was under premium. No. Campfire. Bam. Fire.
Oh wow!
My immersion.
We'll put the fire there.
Look, guys,
So, yeah,
I made
so that's where the fire
realistic
is.
fire.
Guys, if you don't have shields, you should at least sit by the fire to heal.
Shut the fuck.
Potatoes.
Anyways,
Reuse back
well,
from Fortnite.
Those are fucking no. Those are like red potatoes. They look like apples. Really
Potatoes.
small.
Oh no!
turn into
Oh
a
my God, are
Metroid
we gonna
sprite.
fight
Stop
potatoes? Roll for initiative against potato.
it.
Sorry, a couple of my lighted controllers behind me over there. So I'm sorry. I'll refund you those points later.
At this point,
Ryu in Fortnite.
Yeah.
So even if it was like a good meal, Burke's got his back against the stone arches. He's kind of like he's just poking the potatoes with a spoon. He's kind of just he literally, like, he's entranced staring at the soup bowl and the clanking. Like, anytime he accidentally clanks his spoon too loud, he, like, almost jumps where he's sitting.
Okay. Poor fella.
Charlotte would normally take offense that Burke isn't like eating what she cooked, but like she is also in such a state of shock that she either doesn't really notice or she doesn't really care.
That's fair.
I probably I've taken like one potato out of the pot and hang on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
I've
We've
taken
had
one
this
potato out of
most
the
silent
pot
sneeze.
and I'm like I'm muted. I've taken one potato out of the pot and I'm carefully trying to feed Yuki little bites of it.
Oh. She does. It's very slow, very methodical. But yes, she does kind of wake up enough. She's kind of like in a dazed state, but she does like take a couple bites, get a little food in her. She appreciates. And because it's boiled, it's very soft, so it's something that a weak and injured Pokemon can easily handle. Excuse me. But yeah. As you all sit around the fire, kind of sharing this communal trauma, we'll leave the awkward silence for a moment. And we'll move over to Rat. As you're heading out into the forest, I still have not, unfortunately, taken the time to make more nighttime things. We're going back to this place.
No.
Because it's the only thing. It's the only thing I've got. Okay, shut up.
I think we're fucking lost. We keep ending up in the same places.
Did
It's like
you
we
make-
walk in circles.
Did you make these, by the way?
These, because I just didn't have time to make them, these are from a website called 2 Minute Tabletop. They have a bunch of free assets and a couple free maps. And so that's what I'm currently using. But I do intend to use their stuff to make my own map. I just haven't had the time to do it.
Yeah. These work fine as they are right now.
Yeah. So so Prisma, you're currently wandering the forest by yourself. So what are you up to?
I think I'm gonna walk around with Pixie for a bit since I haven't really gotten to spend time with her.
Pixie.
Schnabel.
Schnabel. Wait, why is this not? For some reason, despite me pulling the... Wait a second. What? Why is it not?
Schnabel.
Hold on, I have to fix this. Because for some reason it did not bring over the token that has all of the information applied to it already.
Wow.
See.
So it's just Pixie T-posing.
There we go.
Ew.
That is actually Pixie instead of just a random Schnubble. But yeah, Pixie's with you. This is the first time Pixie's been out of the Pokeball since you caught her, and she's happy. It is late, but you know she sleeps with the Pokeball. She's fine. But yeah, so you have Pixie kind of wandering around with you, and like as is usual for dogs as well, they she kind of senses your unease, your emotional emotional unwell, and kind of walks alongside you, kind of rubbing itself against your hand and stuff, kind of like almost like forcing you to pet it, but she's more so there for you than for the pets. So she's kind of like walking with like her head like on your hand, and just kind of sticking close just to provide some comfort.
Snubble's pretty tall, right?
I imagine so. If you check,
I mean, it's like only like 2 feet tall. I thought
it's 0.6 meters, which I do not know what that means.
It's exactly 2 feet tall.
It's 2 feet tall.
That's what I thought.
If Pixie like holds her paw up, can I hold her paw while we walk?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
That is the fucking cutest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Snubble.
Little Snubble just waddling beside you, holding your hand. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
It is very cute.
And you're like a little too. Oh my god! It's like I want Rat. If you draw it, you have to draw it like Christopher Robin holding Pooh's hand.
Oh, stop! Stop!
I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I just want to walk around and get some fresh air. Just kind of clear my head. Just chilling with Pixie. I know we can how many Pokemon can we have at a time?
You can technically only have one active Pokemon. I allow for Pokemon if it's like during like a rest moment. But when you're out and about, you can only have one active Pokemon at a time. So
okay. Yeah, I'll let Lumi rest since she's been out quite a bit. I made a line. Help. Get it out.
You can click the mouse button and you can click the drawing and delete it.
No. Okay.
But it's scarier than a lawsuit.
For the record, I do
Nintendo.
have the option
No.
to turn off your guys' ability to draw, at least for some of you. Only some of you though. Like I can now make it to where like rat.
Oh, I got
Grace
it.
But yeah,
Stop.
I will consume.
Charlie, I know it's you, asshole.
But I nailed it. I put it on perfectly.
Okay.
We're holding hands.
Yes.
With your blood red eyes.
Wait, what?
That's what I did. I didn't draw the circle. I put 2 little dots on your eye.
Wait, they're still
Oh,
there.
you did.
Yeah, let me delete it. Okay.
That's funny. Okay. Anyway. Ah. Okay. So
where were we?
indeed. So you headed off
No
on your own
way.
out into into the forest to kind of get gather your thoughts and such. I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Instead I burped apparently. It's fine. Anyway.
It's a weird reverse sneeze.
It's just,
So you said you're looking for more Pokemons, huh?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a D20 roll then.
No.
The thing is, I was going to start because I forgot that I have the D20 command in on Twitch chat, so I was going to start having Twitch chat roll D20s and stuff for me. But unfortunately, that you can't do that in Discord. So
Well, they can like go to like a dice generator online and do it.
True.
I fucking rolled.
Indeed, you did.
I'm just gonna go on the rule that if I don't find if I find a Pokemon and it's not one that I want, I'm just gonna beat it up.
Oh wow!
Wow.
It's called training. I
Um,
gotta train my funny
It's called-
dog.
It's called
Keep in mind,
culling
though,
the herd.
keep in mind, though, we have to level up our trainer level too
How do we do that?
by
Catching
catching Pokemon.
and leveling
Yes,
your
I
Pokemon
haven't
up.
leveled up yet.
Which,
Reaching
by
the
the
cap
way,
of-
she can if she levels up one of her Pokemon to level 2, she'll still level up because she would have a total of 3 levels amongst her Pokemon.
True.
So
Yeah, shut up, Charlie.
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you, Dakota.
Yeah,
Okay.
fuck you.
I love you,
I'm
Dakota.
kidding.
Oh, no, no.
Ban him from.
Well, you evaporated.
My favorite thing is that when someone leaves call, they just disappear.
It's so good how the icons disappear when someone leaves.
Yeah.
All right,
I
about to head out.
I'm a bad how I'm a head out.
No, Ryu, come back! Wait, shit. Damn it! I had to stop watching and then it let me leave because I had the pop out launcher.
Funny.
Yeah.
Give me a second to upload the correct image.
God,
you
now
know
I
what?
have Come
I
On
can do
Eileen
this.
stuck in my goddamn head from that TikTok. One thing that bugs me about listening to a non-radio edit version of that
Nope.
song, there
Nope.
just sounds like just one of the singers is just drunkenly talking at the very end. I'm like, please just get to the next song in my playlist.
Well, they're
I beg
Irish,
of you."
right?
I heard recently that like a trick that I'm not sure if it works, but a trick that you can try if a song's stuck in your head is, no joke, to listen to the song in full.
Oh yeah,
One-
yeah. 'Cause
like
then
one
you're- 'cause it-
time.
Because if it's stuck in your head, your mind's trying to complete it, but then it stops halfway through.
Yeah.
And it keeps trying to finish processing the
You're not seeing
information.
the runes.
Break me off a piece of that ice cream.
Dick.
No.
Just
Is that what Madeline and Grant are talking about in that little room?
What? No.
I can
no, you'll
only
still be able to
think-
hear it.
I can only think of God, I can only think of fucking come on, brain, work with me here. I had a funny bit playing.
You can
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's the fucking Vine where it's like, so are you thing now? Are we like thing, huh? My dick fell off.
So
he said, break me up.
All right. So as you're entering this area, you're starting to look around for potential Pokemon to either battle or add to your team. And you start to hear like some like scritching nearby. In the nearby like under some nearby leaves. Like you can see like there's like a leaf pile that's kind of like shaking a bit. It's
Okay. Can I try to see which way it's coming from?
Sure. So you like started mentioning, you know that it's coming from a leaf pile that is like right here-ish. Leaf pile.
Leaf pile. Okay.
Sure, that works. Leaf pile.
Can I approach it very carefully?
Sure, give me a second. Okay, good. Absolutely. So, you can get about that close to it with your full movement. About 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go over here. Bring my dog.
Your dog does indeed follow. And as you start to get close, like the crunch of your feet, kind of like the shaking, the scritching leaves just stops. And the leaves are now still. If you want, give me a perception check for me.
Yes.
$16. Nice, pretty good roll. So you can see that like amongst the leaves, what you initially thought were just leaves, you see these two like large yellow eyes that are kind of like blending in a bit in like the soft yellow like wilting leaves. You can see that there's like these yellow eyes kind of in there staring at you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
What is that?
This better not be what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
That's not a Pokemon.
I have no idea what you're saying, Rat. I do not know what Pokemon that is.
Yeah. We all know, but Rat won't say it.
I'm gonna move a little closer to it. Can I poke it with a stick or poke it with my finger very gently? Is it gonna hurt me if I poke it?
I don't know. Is it?
I
I'm
hate
gonna
that I
poke it.
know what it is.
I'm gonna
I
poke
hate
it.
that I know.
I'm curious. Before I reveal what it is, what do you all think it is?
It's a. Do you want me to say it? Do you want me to actually say it?
Yeah, go for it. What do you think it is?
It's a fucking Stunfisk.
Okay.
What?
It has yellow eyes, right? And it's flat under a leaf pile.
What does Rat think it is?
But it's not in the water.
Stunfisk. Wait.
It's gotta be
Stunfisk in the
Burmy,
water?
right?
Aren't exclusively in the water. They're mudfish, but you can find them in grass.
Oh.
But they're usually
I
near
just
water.
thought because the last time we played afterwards, Rat went on a tirade about hating Stunfisk, and Geeky goes, so y'all want to find some Stunfisk?
I thought it was Jolly.
If I was that clever, I would have done it. But
I'm gonna
Rat and I share a mutual hate of Stunfisk.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a meme last time that was just like top 10 Pokemon that should have been hunted to extinction, and it was just Stunfisk.
I'm
Also,
gonna
Stunfisk has white eyes. I'm just stupid.
gently poke it.
okay. As you do, are you playing with your hand or a stick?
Stick, because I remember Mudkip touching a Pokemon. And
Oh yeah,
Panic.
learn from my mistakes.
Okay, so you poke it with a stick.
as gently as I can, like nudge it, like on the side, not with the sharp end.
Okay.
Whack.
As you kind of like poke it, the leaf pile kind of like shifts as the eyes move towards the stick, and you see this spray of like liquid onto the stick, and the stick starts to melt. You're like,
Oh wait.
Can I pull up my Pokedex?
sure. At the moment, you're scanning leaves. You scan. It goes.
Cool. Thanks, Pokédex.
Has to have a clear line of sight to the Pokemon.
Okay.
You're like
Hey. What's up? Yeah, me too.
It's Rat. Rat's actually in the pile. That's a noise.
Cool.
How are you doing?
Same.
Yeah. Do you want to come hang out with me and my dog?
and my dog.
The fuck is a dog?
Oh, would it help if I put Pixie away? Is that bothering you?
You can't see its face, so you don't know what kind of expression it's giving. You're not sure.
No.
As you're talking to it, you feel like something hit your foot, and you look down, and you see like this spit is now on your shoe, and there's a slight wisp of smoke coming out of your shoe. It's eating away at your shoe.
I'm gonna back up a little.
It's like,
do I have any food left on me? I don't remember.
I'm sure you have some rations left. Whether or not you have any like Pokemon food left, probably not.
I'll put a small ration here. We're shopping later, anyways. Bless you. God, this Pokemon is having a stroke.
Justin, are you okay? Drink.
I failed at becoming a fish. Unfortunately, I'll try again next time.
I'm stealing that line, by the way.
Same.
If I can inspire anything, I'm glad it's that. Okay, so what are you doing?
The fuck up! You made me love Pokemon again. Don't discredit yourself.
And I want to offer up half a ration to this leaf pile.
Okay, so you pull out a little bit of jerky and throw it out.
Make an offering.
Seemingly no response until.
Okay.
And now there's this goo on this jerky, and you see the jerky's now also starting to kind of melt.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Can I persuade this thing to come out of the leaves?
Sure. How would you like to persuade it?
I kind of want to like chirp at it like a cat, like, come here. I'm not gonna hurt you.
All right, go ahead. Go and roll me a persuasion check. Damn. All right. Yeah. Through clever cat calling. You kind of lure this thing out, and you see it as it's stepping out. You see these large yellow eyes on like this kind of like roundish blue body, and you see that was not the right. Hold on, it's currently underneath. Oh, because I'm not on the right layer. Hold on.
The leaves. Oh,
the leaves are throwing a fit.
You see this.
Oh, that lad.
It's Carablast.
I forgot what that Pokemon was called for a hot minute.
No.
And it's kind of like stepping out of the leaves, and it's like, and it kind of approaches. He's like,
hey, you're, Hey, bud, do you wanna have a Pokemon battle? Is that a yes?
Rat, you gotta understand something.
Listen, I know he understands me.
I saw the way he looked at me on the dance floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna engage in battle with this thing because I don't like it at all. This is like probably my second least favorite Pokemon aside from Stunfisk.
Did you scan it already?
Huh?
Did you scan it?
Scan.
Oh yeah, here, I'll scan it.
Okay, Carablast, I
Okay.
don't mind all that much.
Pull your Pokedex and you
think
scan it, and you hear once it's done.
Why
done
is
uploading.
sorry.
I think Carablast and Shelmet would have been cooler if they had their own evolutions that weren't trait evolutions. So you could either choose to evolve it or trait evolve it. That's my opinion.
I will say the how they evolve in this is a little bit more interesting, I guess, or at least not interesting. It's easier. Let me double check on how that works again. Carablast is Gen 5, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Carablast. So it has to be level 8 and above, only while in the presence of a Shelmet. So that they just had to be next to each other. But in like because of how Shelmet's like how Carablast and Shelmet's like descriptions are, Pokedex descriptions, I have it set to where like you know what, you'll hear it. Listen to the thing while I play it on my end.
Yeah, I recorded this. I forgot about it.
Carablast, the clamping Pokemon. When they feel threatened, they spit an acidic liquid to drive attackers away. This Pokemon targets Shelmet as its primary food source. It spits a liquid from its mouth to melt
Yes.
through a Shelmet's shell, though Carablast doesn't eat the shell. It only eats the contents. However, when predator and prey are subjected to powerful electrical energy, its strange physiology causes the two to evolve.
Yeah. So how it would evolve in this is need a lot of electrical energy. I'll leave it at that. So
Yeah, the problem is they're version exclusive, so you can't catch a Shelmet in Trouble in Tampinell version. You have to get Crisis in Tampinell.
indeed.
You can get it in
Goodbye.
Pokemon Desist. This is Pokemon Cease. Sorry.
But yeah, so yeah, you were looking at a Carablast and it's currently looking at you. Curious why you're like in its face, and then you lured it out, and now you're you're getting to a defensive stance. It's like
To you too. All right, get out of here. I want to fight you.
all right, go for it. Let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
Dog. Wait, how do I do that again? I click on my dog.
No, you click on you, click on Prisma,
Oh, Prisma rules.
and then click on your initiative and your character sheet. Nice.
Oh no! Did that just happen?
Or Carablast.
What?
Get stomped.
Ew! Ew!
Mike, if you kind of sounded like General Pepper at the end of Starbucks 64, when you rack up the best score possible. What?
What?
All right, so yeah, you get to go first. It rolled a 3.
Cool. Where's my dog?
It's directly in front of you. It's right here.
Not looking for me. I want to use. Wait. Do I have to roll for my dog? Or can I attack?
Sorry.
So your initiative is shared.
Wow.
Christ, great. That one was chonky.
I was trying to talk and I burped instead, and then I was gonna say what I wanted to say, and then I burped again, and then it happened again. So I'm just gonna give
that
up.
was crunchy.
I'm gonna tell Pixie to use Fire Fang on this bitch because I do not.
Go for
I'm not
it.
a big fan of bugs.
Same. Ooh. Okay. 18 does indeed hit. And I'm gonna double check on this real quick, but I'm pretty sure in this the vulnerability is 2 times damage. I'm gonna double check. I know it's weak to fire, so I'm going to double check. Where would that be?
Wonky bug.
Damage.
Yo, shit, that's
So-
just acidic, bro. Turn it into a xenomorph, man.
Yeah, that shit's bleeding through the Pokeball, P.
Yo, the Pokeball's here.
Yeah, twice the damage. So yeah. All right. So you did a total of 20 fire damage to this thing. So you look at this thing, and you're like, Pixie, get it! And Pixie jumps out, like you see that, like Pixie like opens her mouth, and flames just like kind of like start emerging from her mouth and her teeth. She lunges at this thing, grips onto its sides, pierces into it, and shakes it wildly, and just tosses its limp, unconscious body to the side. So
you killed me.
Why?
So you've knocked unconscious one Carablast.
Yay! Experience point.
Another niche reference, but fucking just Spike from Tom and Jerry. That's my boy. Well, this week, that's my girl.
So good kill.
Holy shit! Good job, Pixie. I want to pat her on the back.
And she's very happy. She gladly accepts the petting. But real quick, separately, but do you guys want everyone else to be able to see the shit posting channel, or do you want that to be just between us?
I think it's best if it stays between us. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. I can make it to where they can't see past messages. They only see future messages, but it's up to you. But let me 132.
Funny.
Yeah, I just posted something in shit posting that Justin will appreciate.
Very good.
I saw the thumbnail and I'm curious, but I'm not going to listen to it now, otherwise it would show up on the recording. But I am curious. But I like it. But yeah, you have defeated the Carablast. Schnabel gains 80 experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which I believe needs 200 to level up. But yeah, that is one scenario down. Are you continuing to look for more stuff? Or what are you doing?
I'm gonna look for more Pokemon.
Give me another D20 roll.
Or recruit. Oh fuck. Typing. My biggest weakness. Wait, yeah.
Luckily you're a fairy type.
No! No! It's gonna bring back the dead Carablast.
No.
It's gonna freaking
I don't want this.
From Halloween, fucking what's his name? Fucking where's the white mask? What's his name?
What, Michael Myers?
Michael Myers. It's gonna Michael Myers sit up and look over at you, and you're gonna have to kill it again.
And this is why I also roll.
Yeah, Prisma just starts hearing.
Hate.
Your Carablast has a knife.
No! Carablast, what do you have? No!
Oh, wait a second. What generation are you from?
Joe Mama.
Wait, 7.
Huh?
It's Gen Z.
Funny.
Yeah, that was not funny.
It was a little funny.
So give me a second to go find an image of this book. Wait, actually, do I still have them saved?
Pokemon?
So there won't be a token for this one. So
Man, that pinball picture will never not make me laugh.
I didn't save it.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Also, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
Oh, my bad.
You get up in the morning.
I just love the energy of it. Of just, God, you're so bad. How do you get up in the morning? I think that's what adds to it.
Yeah. God, you're just. I love that the way you typed it implies a pause because it goes, God, you're so bad.
Okay, and now let me go back to this.
Thank you, 3D Pinball. Very cool.
Just me and my Snubble in the woods.
So
I don't know what a dog is. Yes.
Let me find out who recorded this one.
Ciao, mama.
Your mama.
Oh, it was me.
Oh my god, I've been talking this whole time and I've been muted.
No!
Oh no!
Oh no! I just thought people were ignoring me because they didn't
No.
like me.
No.
But actually, they were
Never.
ignoring me because they didn't hear me.
Yeah, we only don't like Dakota. We like you.
Yeah.
No, John.
Coda sucks.
Everything's falling
Yes.
apart.
Where is Dakota?
Make me stronger.
Oh, there he is. I found him.
Where could he be?
I was here the whole time.
He's at the salad bar. I got salad on the brain, man.
He's at the Pizza Hut.
He's at the
He's the
salad
Taco Bell.
bar. He's at the combination
Combination
pizza Hut salad.
Why
He just made a Ruby Tuesdays.
I think one of the stupidest jokes growing up was like I heard was like, "Can you not go to Ruby Tuesdays on when it's not a Tuesday?" And I think even as a kid, I was like, "Shut up."
All right. So as you're looking around for another Pokemon to murder, you hear, like, as you're looking around, give me a perception check for me.
Yay.
Does Prisma have eyes? Let's find out.
No.
What's perception?
11. Not terrible. So as you're looking around, you notice that there's like a there's kind of like a underneath one of the trees, there's like where the roots are, the tree's kind of like uprooted a bit, and there's like this small like little hovel type thing in there. Like there's like a small den inside the roots of these trees. And you can see there's like you hear something from inside that little den. But you can't with that roll, you can't really tell what it could be. You just hear there is something there.
I want to check it out.
Okay. You approach
Again, I am going to where is it? Like over here?
Give me a second. The power of reusing assets.
Wow.
It will be let's do we'll use this. There we go.
Dude, that log's moving.
Oh my god!
It's a Trevenant.
Oh no!
Stick bug.
Have you seen the Pokemon version of that one? It's so good.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
So yeah, so you see this kind of knocked over tree, and there's like this little den underneath the roots.
I want underneath the roots. Yeah, I'm
Be
gonna take a different stick since the other one is currently melted.
Yeah, you also now have a hole in your shoe because you didn't do anything about the acid that shot on your foot. So there's not like a hole in your shoe. Not a hole, but there's like a noticeable like divot in your shoe.
Yo, that shit's bleeding through the soul, P.
Oh, can I like rub it off in the grass?
Yeah, the acid's kind of like worked itself through now, but yeah, you rub the shoe a bit. It's still got a hole in it or like a divot in it now, but
that's fine. I'll fix it later.
Yeah. But yeah, this there's a little den here. You take out a stick.
Can I like knock on it with a stick, like on the outside of it, like a door, since there's no door?
Sure. So you walk into this tree and just you hear
Hello?
silence. If any, yeah, you hear silence. You don't hear anything in response.
Kick it.
In fact, if anything, you hear nothing. Whereas originally you kind of heard some sort of movement, you hear nothing now.
Can I get Snubble to look in there?
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check for Snubble.
Oh, fuck me.
Huh?
Actually, I have no idea what Snubble's perception.
Now's a
Is
good
it-
time to find out.
How do I wait? Do I roll on Prisma or do I roll?
Nope, on Snubble. If it doesn't have it under its skills, then you just roll a d20 plus or -1 because it has a -1 in wisdom.
Yay! All right. Okay. My very wise dog.
Mm-hmm.
18. Why is my dog better at looking at things than me?
So Snubble kind of
God
walks in,
knows.
and its eyes kind of adjust a little bit to the darkness. It's like kind of looking in there, and as it's in there, you like it's kind of like you see it like kind of like as it's looking, it puts its head into the hole. It's like Snubble, 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 and you hear like something like hitting your Snubble. You hear something hitting Pixie.
I gotta pull Pixie out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me roll to hit first. Be
My dog.
natural 20. All right, cool.
Oh. Oh.
So
That hurts.
crap, I forgot to open up the moves browser. I don't know if the moves browser still is a thing. Uh-oh. That might make things a little bit slower.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I never had that bookmarked. Okay, give me a second as I open up the PDF again and try and find where the move is. How dare you?
Yeah. So a pixie.
There you go. It is a D6.
How about that NFL draft? My dog.
So Snubble takes 6 damage as whatever this thing is has tackled it.
Rude.
Let's roll initiative.
Initiative. Oh fuck.
Yep.
Okay.
So once again, click on Prisma and then hit roll initiative.
Damn
I'm not gonna go and roll for me, but I'm not gonna add it until you see what it is. Yes, it is +1. Nice. You do get to go first. It is just behind you. But Pixie is currently head inside hole. And this thing is currently in there as well. So
I would like to pull out my dog, please.
okay. So you pull it out. Do you want to take an action to use the disengage action to pull it out, or do you want to just pull it out and take the attack of opportunity?
I guess I can pull it out and take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. Sounds good.
I mean,
Which, by the way, don't
Snubble,
forget.
right?
Real quick, which of the abilities does Snubble have? Is it intimidate? Okay, because runaway does prevent it from being target of attack opportunities. But keep in mind that intimidate does let it do that thing, so it will attack again. 1d20 plus 3. 15. Does a 15 hit Snubble?
Yeah. Sorry, Snubble.
Takes another 3 damage as you like grab Snubble's like rear end and pull Snubble out. You hear another like as you pull it out. But Snubble's now out here and away. But I believe all of Snubble's attacks are melee range. So
Justin, it's really cute to me that you keep calling it Schnubble. Because it's definitely just pronounced Snubble.
I know, but I don't care.
Schnubble's adorable. Schnubble.
Schnubble. Yeah, all of the Fang moves are melee, but Charm is a ranged move.
Okay.
So it's up to you what you wish to do. And keep in mind, you have no idea what this Pokemon is yet.
Can I want to attempt to use charm on it.
Oh, good, okay. Go for it. So go and click charm so I know what I'm rolling for. It is a... make a wisdom save. What is the spell save DC?
12.
12? Nice.
Is that what it says? Yeah. Yeah, the save DC is 12 wisdom saving throw.
Nice, nice. I will say you can also use charisma instead, which I believe will be higher.
Yes, Snubble has a really high charisma for some reason.
Yeah, it could be
well,
charisma
not
or
high,
wisdom.
but high for Pokemon.
So it'd be
It's
8 plus
cute.
proficiency. It'd be 10 plus 2 would be 12. Okay, so yeah, so no, that is DC 12, but it's saying wisdom instead of charisma for some reason, but whatever.
Okay.
So still 12. So wisdom is nope. 8. It is charmed, which means that it has a -2 on all attack rolls against you. Against Schnabel. But it is currently charmed by Pixie. Which at this point it finally emerges from the stump.
Yeah.
And you see this small pink and black bear.
Here he comes. Baby.
I want to see my little boy. I want to see my little boy. Oh, ooh.
I can't grab it because I'm under the tree. Get out of here, tree.
Pink Pokemon.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you see this little fluffy baby come out, paws ready to tussle.
Hey, don't be rude. We were just minding our business, little dude.
Stuff.
Oh. Did that guy just tell me to stuff it?
That's weird. You're not a quesadilla. You're not a calzone. What the hell?
What the hell is this?
We're engaged in a battle, so I can't like try to talk to it or anything, right?
On your turn, you can, but it's its turn now.
Okay.
And it's going to attempt to attack you. And because it has a -2, it is only a +1 to hit. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, no shit.
6 damage. Since you've invaded its home, it is now pummeling Pixie to try and get you out of its home.
I would like to swap my Pokemon.
Okay, so you take your action to recall and call out a new Pokemon.
Give me my bird.
Alrighty.
Bird up. Bow, bow, bow. I will heal Pixie in a moment.
Why is it
They said
not? That's bugging me that it's not keeping the information.
The 18 hit points.
C represents Lumi, nameplate, AC, HP, save. Okay, there's Lumi again.
Oh my god.
But Lumi has emerged.
Phantom bird. It's stuffled.
It's stuffled.
Is it still affected by charm even if Pixie's not there anymore?
That is a good question.
It still has the stat decrease, right?
2 attack rolls against you for the duration. How does it normally work in Pokemon? Is it just a stat decrease, or is it a stat decrease specifically against that Pokemon?
It's just a stat decrease. For the remainder of the battle, unless it buffs itself or removes debuffs.
Mhm.
You have to have like a move to or an ability to reduce debuffs or like maybe an item. I don't know.
Because like how it's written is it says specifically against you, so I assume that means because like these are reworked for this. So for now I'll rule that it's off for now. I might revert that decision later, but for now I'll say that it's no longer affecting it.
Okay, that's fine. Lumi's a tough bird. Oh wait. That was my action though, right? Was switching my Pokemon.
Okay. So unless you have a bonus action or something you can do.
No, not really.
All right.
My funny dog. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is full action. So yeah. All right. So you swap out to Lumi, and it is going to attempt to tackle you again.
No.
That's more or less the only thing you can really do at the moment. Does a 10 hit Lumi?
No.
Nice. Just want to make sure that's still going. All right. So yeah. So it attempts to tackle you again, to no avail. So but give me a second. Yeah. Anyway, so sorry, I'm just putting stats in here so I know what they are. Okay. Anyway, so it is back to your turn. So it's back to Lumi's turn. The Stuffle is currently, or Pokemon you don't know because you haven't identified it, is currently trying to. Which, by the way, I will say, scanning things with the Pokedex is a bonus action.
Oh, okay. As a bonus action, can I scan this funny bear?
Absolutely. Let me find it real quick. Upload. It's uploading. Give it a second. And there it is. Okay. So let me play it on my end as well. Stuffle, the flailing Pokemon. Despite its adorable appearance, a touch from anyone except a known friend sends it into a surging frenzy. It's an incredibly dangerous Pokemon. It boasts power enough to split large trees in half. The organ on its rear releases an odor that it uses to communicate with others of its kind. Its fluffy fur is a delight to pet, but carelessly reaching out to touch this Pokemon could result in painful retaliation. Stuffle hates to be hugged or touched in any way. It will squirm, thrash, and resist with amazing power.
Well, good thing we figured that out.
So yeah, you're currently facing off against a very aggressive Stuffle.
Do you think I'd be able to make friends with it instead of
you.
trying to fight it? Because I'm the only move that will hit it will probably kill it.
I don't know.
Wait, is Stuffle part fighting type yet, or is it just normal?
The Pokedex tells you that it is a normal fighting type.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to kill it. Do you think I can sing to it to calm it down?
You can try whatever you would like.
I want to sing to it.
Go for it. So go ahead. And what would you like to sing to it? Like, how would you like to go about this?
Maybe like some weird, like lullaby or like children's song that maybe my mom used to sing to me to calm me down, like whenever I would come home. Like yeah, like I say I is like in Prisma. I think she's gonna sing to it like a really soothing kind of song that her mom used to sing to her when she would come home from a loss at a performance to, you know, calm her down and make her feel better.
All right. Like that. Go ahead and roll performance for me then.
Oh, can I use my bon chance, please?
Oh no.
What does that do for you again?
It allows me to reroll ones.
Then I believe yes, you may.
I just go.
Yeah, so you're because this thing's already almost knocked out Pixie, you're a little shaken, you're a little concerned. Plus the night you just had of almost dying, like tonight's been a rough night for you. Which happened less than an hour ago. So you try to sing like sorry, 1 second. And you try again, and this delightful, like airy voice kind of drifts through the trees in the forest. And people back in camp at some point, you hear this soft singing coming from the forest nearby. And the shuffle does seem to kind of slow and stop fighting, and like it's still a little defensive, but it's at least not attempting to beat Lumi. But it is it's at least stopping and listening and is curious, and it's swaying slightly back and forth.
Okay. I just closed my menu and I see Pixie in the grid. I'm gonna try to crouch down next to it, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, no, hey, I'm sorry that we intruded on your house like that. It was really rude. I mean, I did try to knock first, but I realized that it was probably a little bit rude to intrude. Do you want a snack? Are you hungry?"
At this point, I wish it could talk, because be like, oh, so when someone knocks on your door and you don't answer, you're okay with just walking in. Cool.
Christopher Columbus, that bitch.
But yeah, it looks a little annoyed that you did try and just kind of barge into its home. But it's at least like listening, and it's not the hostility has waned slightly. You know that this is still a naturally combative Pokemon, but it's at least willing to listen to you after you kind of suit it with this song. So
hold on.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that.
Here. And she's gonna hold out the other half of the jerky that didn't get melted.
Okay. So
here.
Go ahead.
You can have this if you want. It's not really my favorite. Put it right there.
And it kind of takes it out of your hand, and like kind of pulled it into its mouth and chews it. Go give me an animal handling check for me.
Uh-oh. Great.
It takes it, and then it takes like a step back. But it is now chewing on this jerky. It's kind of like staring at you, still suspicious, but you've gave it food, and it's happy about the food, but it is not happy about you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can have more if you want. I mean, I only have a couple left, but me and you can split it together. She's gonna crack one in half and then just kind of like put it in between them, not stare at it directly so she doesn't look threatening.
Mm-hmm.
Or she's gonna put it next to her, and she's just gonna like chill and eat it. Look at Lumi, give Lumi a pat on the head.
Okay. Just checking something. So yeah, so you sit down, you start to kind of like try and relax around it. And go ahead and give me just a flat charisma check.
Charisma.
Yeah.
Wait, not saving throws. Charisma.
Yeah. Charisma.
The fuck.
Not bad. So your natural kind of nature towards other creatures tends to kind of disarm them, make them a little more trusting of you. You see that it does kind of walk over, grab the jerky, and then run back to its hole.
Well, is it like inside it?
It's like it's not inside it, but you can see its head just kind of poking out because once you know it's there, watching you. But it's not like its body is now back inside the hole, and it's.
You.
It's a bear.
I'm gonna lay down in
food.
front of it in the grass and just kind of chill with it.
Okay.
I look over at Lumi. I'm gonna let Lumi sit wherever she wants to sit.
Lumi will like kind of fly over on top of the this tree. Yeah, just kind of sit there, watching. Curious as to what's going on. But yeah, you're now laying next to this Pokemon's home and is now a little more concerned because you're now gotten closer again. But it's at least eating food, but it is staring at you, wondering what the hell you're doing. Why
I'm
are you
just
so
gonna
close
look
to
at
me?
it and tell it my problems, as any sane person does. Like, yeah, I feel you on having a rough day, and I know you probably don't understand me, but I feel really bad about what happened. We accidentally pissed off. We pissed off a Tyrantrum, and it wasn't too happy about it, and I, tried to save my friends, but they didn't. I don't think they saw it that way, and they probably thought I was just being really stupid. But I don't know. I just thought I knew a lot more about dragon types than apparently I did. Or than I actually do. You've probably had a rough day too with my Snubble poking its face in your house, and then you beat it up, which was kind of cool, I guess. You seem like a strong little dude.
It kind of puffs its chest out of it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
You're really, really cute, but you look like a very capable lad, you know what I mean? I could really use a strong little dude like you on my team if you wanted to travel with us, maybe. Maybe you could make up with Pixie. She didn't really mean you any harm.
Sorry. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So yeah. As you're saying this, you're kind of laying on the ground. You're like looking up at the sky, and like sometimes you glance over at it. At some point while you're talking, this stuff will kind of like. Excuse me. Which, by the way, Milo, give me a D100 roll, or tell me a number between 1 and 100.
I was like, wait, I was about to panic. Like, wait, how do I roll a D100 again? 47.
Cool. Prisma, give me a D100 roll. If it's 47, you got yourself a shiny. Nope.
That's fine. Pretty sure shiny Stuffle is yellow.
Indeed it is.
Hell yeah, it is.
It's Piss Bear.
Piss bear, piss bear.
Piss bear, piss bear.
So it's not a shiny Stuffle. But at some point while you're talking, this Stuffle just kind of like walks over to you and kind of like just like sets its head on to your like your neck. So like while you're like laying down, it's kind of like humph right here.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. It's one of those days. I'll set the Pokeball down next to it, and if it wants to go in, it can. But you know.
Okay. At the moment, it seems content, just kind of laying on your neck.
I'm afraid this thing's gonna bite me. Yeah. I'm just gonna look down at it, and I'm just gonna like try to pet it a little bit because it looks soft, and I really want to pet it.
Okay.
I know a lot of people. You know, like a lot of people think Stuffle is cute, but they also like. I haven't seen many Stuffle trainers because everybody thinks that they don't want to keep them because they evolve and then they get aggressive and then they're too much. It's like, everybody wants to get their kid a Stuffle for Christmas, but then as soon as January, February comes around, you see him everywhere. You know what I mean? But I don't think that, strength is necessarily a bad thing. I think there's a lot of beauty in strength, and, everybody has.
You cut off for me.
No, I'm talking to a bear.
No,
Sorry, what?
you cut off for a bit there.
Oh, no, I was just
right at the
talking. I was relating people getting Stuffle for Christmas and then giving away like when people get puppies for Christmas. I heard you. I thought it was good commentary.
I heard up until like the last like word or two.
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, no, I don't know why I'm talking to a Pokemon about my worldviews, but I appreciate that you at least look like you're listening.
He kind of like gives like one eye and looks up at you and goes back to like just hanging out. It seems to be using your neck as a pillow.
It'd be really awkward if anybody walked in because they would probably think that it's just killing. And Lumi's just watching.
God, she's dead. You're just like kind of like petting its head and like kind of like, even though the Pokédex entry specifically said they don't enjoy being touched, seems like this one might be a little starved for attention.
No.
And as you're laying there, it's like you just like you feel like kind of like breathing against your neck, and eventually you hear like a very faint like. It has fallen asleep on your neck.
I kind of want to pick it up and like give it like a hug or a squeeze because it's probably the most comforting thing that I've had in a while since I left home, and it kind of reminds me of like maybe my plushes that I have at home.
You kind of like shift it onto your like your chest, keeping its head where it is, kind of like just like rotate it around. And you kind of like hold it, and it seems like at the moment it's fast asleep. And you can tell that like as you're sitting here, give me a nature check for me.
Oh boy, nature.
Natural 20.
Nature the fuck out of this bear.
So as you're laying there like holding this bear, and you're kind of looking around, and you look at this tree that is kind of like sleeping under, you notice that like this is a very young Stuffle, and that's a very small den. And you can come to the conclusion that at some point it either lost its mother lost its like got lost from it, or the mother passed away, or its it at the moment is by itself alone and was most likely scared. And so it is treating you as like a surrogate, like parental figure that it can just kind of find comfort and safety in, a safety that it hasn't had in a long time. So that's why it's acting uncharacteristically affectionate at the moment. Eventually Lumi kind of like flies down and kind of like presses herself into like the top of your head. Just kind of like gives you like a sideways cloud hat. You're like a as it kind of nuzzles into you as well.
I kind of want to reach up and like see if I can catch Stuffle while it's asleep. Not like make any like jerky movement, but like.
Okay, yeah. You reach over to the Pokeball you had set on the ground, and you're just gonna catch it from your from its while it's sleeping, or
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, you press the ball and it opens up, and like the sleeping bear on your chest is locked into it, and then
Well, that's a weight off my chest, am I right?
I'm
so sorry.
But yeah, you have caught yourself a Stuffle. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll, see if it's male or female.
Okay. This ultimately decides what I name it.
Lower 50s male, upper 50s female.
Oh my god, there's something on my hand.
I believe those are called fingers. Just slightly into the female. It is a female Stuffle. Is that good? Or
yeah, no, I like it. I was just loving it. Great.
I was trying to do the Ryan McGee laugh. Dakota can do it. I can't.
It is a sassy Stuffle. Which I believe impacts its charisma and dexterity. I think its charisma goes up and its dexterity goes down.
Oh.
Yes, plus 2 to charisma, minus 2 to dexterity. It is its ability is Fluffy, which means this Pokemon is vulnerable to fire type moves, but takes half damage from any melee attack that isn't fire type. So it is resistant to all melee damage, or takes half damage. So basically resistant, but it is now vulnerable to fire type moves. It takes double damage from fire.
Great. That's weird, but okay. I like it.
What is it like in the games?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, fair enough. Dakota, you're the Pokemon expert. What is it in the games?
What, the Fluffy ability?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never used Stuffle. Hang on.
No, that's right.
Hey.
Takes half damage from moves that make contact. Takes double damage from fire type moves.
Okay, so yeah, so it's the exact same thing.
That's good, but kind of sucks.
Depends on if you find any fire types.
Yeah, it's just weird to have a Pokemon with an ability that essentially makes it weak to fire types when it's not normally.
Anyway. But yeah, you have got yourself a Stuffle.
Okay.
And you now have a third Pokemon, which also means that you are now level 2. So go and for your health, do you want it to be the average, which would be 4 plus con, or do you want to roll for it?
I'll just do my average.
Alrighty. So what's your Constitution?
12.
So that'd be plus 5 to your HP. So.
Yeah.
Nice. That makes your HP go up to 14. Nice. And you have caught an currently unnamed Snubble. Or not Snubble, god damn it.
Stubble and Snubble. Thank God we have nicknames.
But yeah. So you have a Snubble, Stuffle, and a why can I only think of Lumi's creature name? I can only think of Altaria. Thank you, Swablu. Jeez, my brain's like Altaria. No, Altaria. No, it's Altaria. It's not. Shut up.
My brain. Yeah, I think with that, I'm calmed down enough that I'll realize that I'm being silly and I'll head back to camp to get else to get moving.
Alrighty. Copy that. Alright, so you head back to town. In the meantime, as Prisma was gone, okay. What are the rest of you doing? You're just now eating your dinner. Probably just now finishing it up. But how are the rest of you doing at the moment?
Bert got himself to finally eat, but the moment he was done eating, kind of felt claustrophobic in the ruins. Oh, I just drew again.
No, that was me. Sorry.
What? You put the piss dot on his face?
Oh no!
Okay.
I drew a small red line trying to drag the screen, but I forgot that this one doesn't move like
Bert,
that.
After he eats, he's gonna head back to the spot he was before and kind of back to his usual spot because he's feeling really claustrophobic in the ruins because he was like, as he was eating, he was staring right at the hole the Tyrantrum broke through.
Mm-hmm.
And now he seems like a lot calmer now that he's sitting over here in the open.
Makes sense. Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm just still sitting with Yuki. I think by this point she's finished eating and probably asleep, just still healing.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, she's kind of like curled up in your lap, full on asleep. Just, cause you know how like animals like breathe differently when they're asleep. It's more rhythmic. It's that kind of breathing. So you can tell for sure that Yuki is currently passed out.
Yeah, and I'm likely leaned up against the wall, sleeping, or at least just resting.
Okay.
I see that Ryu's sleeping. I'm gonna go check on Bert. So I'm gonna scooch over here, and Fractal is gonna stay and like kind of guard Yuki.
Okay. Gen 1 sticking together. Well, Gen 1 adjacent.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Fractal will kind of guard Yuki, kind of keep the camp safe. You can tell that the entire time, whenever the fire is lit, Fractal tries to stay as far away from that fire as possible. But yeah, she'll hang out with Yuki. Then you go out to talk to Burke. What do you say to him?
Oh, I didn't know if anyone else wanted to do something before I started talking. Are you alright? You look shaken up.
Burke kind of like snaps himself out of like he jumps in where he was sitting in and kind of turns to Charlotte. He's kind of like he's like he finally musters something to say. He's like, I feel like my senses are fried or something. I feel ready and safe, but right now I feel completely off my game.
Yeah, I think we all did. I was just hiding most of it, so I didn't even really see what it was. What was it?
He pulls out Burke reaches for his Pokedex and has to finagle, and he shows it's a Tyrantrum. Me and Prisma came face to face with it. Prisma first, and then Burke points over to where the broken ruins are and says, chased me through there. I had to run from it.
Charlotte just kind of puts a hand over her mouth and like shakes her head like in disbelief.
I mean, I've seen rock types, but that goes past what I've dealt with, and I don't know. I just kind of Burke pauses for a moment, then looks kind of dismal, but then kind of refocuses up. He's like, I'm so used to seeing my dad do all this cool stuff. He's fearless, never afraid, no matter what Pokemon it is. But in that moment, I felt scared. All I could do was run. Normally, I mean, back home, Rhyhorn comes running at me. I feel ready to take it on, or I see a Geodude rolling at me or something. But that Tyrantrum ran at me, and all I could do was run.
Charlotte kind of pauses and like thinks about what he said for a minute. Yeah, I mean, but we all did. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's just survival thing.
Burke sighs and kind of understands, but he's can realize he's like, I just felt like, I want to be like my dad, and just like he is. No matter what comes in his way, the Duke always handles it. And I mean, back on the train, I was able to handle it and wasn't afraid. I don't know what was different this time. I mean, before on the train, there was a big Pokemon there, but I didn't get scared. I don't know what changed this time.
Charlotte's eye kind of twitches whenever Burke talks about his dad, but she like bites her tongue and doesn't say anything. Well, maybe it was just the adrenaline. I really don't know.
I guess this train car incident was a little more indirect danger than direct danger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe one day there'll come a day where I can stand tall against a big thing like that and won't want to run away. I'll be able to face up to it.
Maybe you'll be dead then. I think you should always run away from something like that.
Burke lets out a laugh that probably could be heard all the way from where Madeline and Gren are. It's like a really, it's just a really deep laugh, like a probably the hardest he's laughed in a long time, and there seems to be kind of a light back in Burke's eye a little bit, and his posture's back. He's not slumped over anymore, and he looks over. He's like, "Oh man, I was too ashamed to send out Biscuit after all that happened because I never want to be strong for Biscuit, and I mean, my Duke always told me, don't show weakness in front of who you're raising." And stuff like that. Pokemon, Biscuit's got an attitude. I got to be careful not to show any weakness in front of Biscuit.
Yeah. Just don't go too harsh,
Oh, I can believe that. I love Biscuit too much to go too hard on her. How I can't seem to get the aspect right. Either I let her walk all over me or I spoil her.
Well, you'll have to get a background at some point because she's going to tower over you soon.
Yeah. Well, I got to get stronger too. Eventually, wrestling Ursaring is going to have to become a normal thing for me.
Maybe wrestle an Ekans with your dad.
Bert kind of has like he gets like a big dopey smile on his face when Charlotte says that. Yeah, maybe someday. Thank you, Charlotte. Burke has like kind of gives a big teeth smile and he shivers a little. He's like, "Oh man, was it this cold out here before?"
She kind of like leans back when he smiles at her because she's like not sure how to like accept the gratitude. And she kind of like glances around. Yeah, but I guess I didn't really notice. I'm used to being cold.
Burke he kind of realizes, yeah, I mean, Slacian town isn't too far from Snow Point, but I definitely get some cold winds from Spear Pillars, so. But I'm sure it might get even colder where you're at.
Oh yeah, I'm way up in the mountains in Circhester. It's basically snowing almost all the time.
Geez, snow all the time? You've ever had a summer before? I mean, there's nothing like a good summer.
Well, I've been on a few vacations around and, felt the sun and been to the beach and all that.
Oh, thank goodness. I couldn't imagine if I was only in snow. Oh, man.
I know.
I think it's best probably get back to the fire. It's freezing out here.
Right. Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, Burke stands himself up and dusts himself off, and he's probably going to send out Biscuit to relax with him next to the fire.
Yep. So Charlotte will, boop, she will be there.
There we go.
Okay. And then while this is all happening, what's Madeline and Grin doing?
Madeline is probably still promptly like sat in her spot. She tries to get at least a couple winks in now that things have seemed to calm down a bit. She'd like to at least get a little rest because even back at the inn, she didn't really get that much restful sleep, and she is not succeeding very much, but she is damn well going to keep trying.
Makes sense.
So just trying to rest up a little bit before it gets too late or anything eventful happens.
What's Gren up to?
Gren, as he is slowly overcoming the anxiety, the burst of anxiety he has kind of slumped up against the wall. He's like sitting in the corner, slumping up against the wall, and he has one hand on one arm around Joffrey, and Lotad is lying next to him, and he also has a hand on Lotad. And he is asleep.
Awesome.
He tried very much not to fall asleep, but as anxiety, adrenaline left him, he just crashed, and his head is now slumped up against the wall, and he's snoring very lightly.
Sounds good. Bean is currently curled up. Similarly to Yuki, is currently curled up in Madeline's lap. Kind of head under one hand. And using has the head, chin on one arm and hand on the on its head. She's currently sleeping there. Lotad and Joffrey also asleep.
Wait, you mean Fina, right?
Yes.
I think you said Yuki.
No, I said Fina's similar to Yuki.
Similar to Yuki, gotcha.
Sleeping kind of in your lap with one arm, one head on one arm, and then one head. Her head on one arm. Yeah.
I was actively paying attention to about half of it.
No worries.
And then my brain shut off for the
And about 30 minutes into everyone kind of sitting here after dinner, you all hear this kind of hauntingly beautiful singing kind of echoing from the forest. That's kind of to the south of the ruins. It's kind of, and you could tell that it's because real quick, else is actually from there. So none of you recognize it, but it sounds the cadence of it and how it's sung sounds like a lullaby, but it's a lullaby that none of you are familiar with. But it's a delightful sound. It kind of like it drifts through like the night dew. But it only lasts for a couple minutes before it ends. And then about another 45 minutes later, Prisma returns with Lumi on her head and a Stuffle in her arm. Or no, you caught the Stuffle. It's currently in your Pokeball. Never mind.
I would say that she probably would have carried it back after she caught it. Just for comfort.
But yeah, you return to the camp. The camp is quite quiet at the moment. It seems like when you return, the only people who are currently awake are Charlotte, Burke, and Ryu seems to be nodding off, kind of with Yuki in his hands.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go back here and just kind of like I don't really want to make too much eye contact with anyone, but I'll like acknowledge them and like as I'm passing, like give Burke and Charlotte like a little wave and then just kind of like sit in the ruins of what I feel like is my fault.
No.
And just sit there with my little lad, which I'm gonna send you the name.
Please do.
As Prisma pass, Burke kind of almost like gives a voice. He's kind of like he's playing with Biscuit's paws, going BISCUIT. And Biscuit's probably still really tired. Like,
Dad, I can't spell. Why are you doing this to me?
He's like, oh, he almost talks too loud, but then looks over and realizes Madeline and Grin sleeping. He's like, oh, Prisma's back. But he's kind of confused.
Oh, sorry. You go.
But Burke is kind of confused why she didn't walk over to the campfire. So he looks over and he's like, "Do we have any dinner left?"
It seems like there might be a couple potatoes that might be getting a little cold in the left in the stew, a little soggy.
Okay.
Charlotte's gonna look over at the bowl and kind of look at Burke and be like, "Yeah, there's still some left if you want to give the bowl to her."
Well, absolutely. Everyone should get some food. So Burke's gonna let Biscuit kind of he's gonna let Biscuit rest and grab the leftovers and kind of tail behind Prisma, like cautiously, kind of like he's gonna tail over this way, and he's in a casual sense gonna like knock on he's gonna attempt to knock and then kind of hurt his hand because he realizes it's a ruin, it's stone, it's not wood. Ow, oh, kind of blowing it, and he almost drops the potatoes and he has to like recover his stance. And he kind of goes, Prisma, you must be hungry.
Oh, hey. I'm all right. Is everyone else okay?
Everyone's finally calming down. Thankfully, and Bert kind of realizes he's talking low. He's like, well, I know Madeline and Gran are getting some sleep. They cozied up pretty quick and got to sleep. Ryu's taking care of Yuki, and well, Charlotte was nice. Charlotte was helping out with cooking, but then after that, gave a little pep talk. I was a little down in the dumps, but bounce back. And Burke almost again drops the pot, the pot of potatoes, because he notices the stuffle and thinks it's so cute. And then, who is this little fellow? And then kind of like leans down and sets down the food just barely.
Oh, this is Stuffy. I found her alone in the woods. It didn't look it looked like she was just living alone, but I'm not sure if she has a mother around. So we chilled out in the woods for a little bit when I went to go, clear my head, calm down, do a little bit of training, and yeah, I found her there. She looks cute, but she did a real number on Pixie.
Wow, Pixie? That little tough little one?
Yeah, almost knocked her completely out.
Oh man, Bert kind of like reshuffles his stance a little bit, kind of like realizing what gravity of being is in Prisma's hand right now. Basically treating Prisma like she just said, "Oh yeah, I have a loaded gun." Kind of just reshuffling.
You want to see my dad's gun?
I found the source of the ticking.
It's a pipe bomb. Oh man. But Burke kind of just like just relieved. He's like, well, I'm sure you'll take good care of him.
Yeah.
And he kind of scratches his head and he's like, you mentioned about earlier, about what happened. I didn't get to thank you.
Thank me? For what? Put us all in danger.
Last time I checked, you didn't blow a whistle that called a family a tyrant. If anything, this is probably their home first, or their usual stop. Not sure what makes it your fault.
I know. I mean, I could have stayed hidden. I just didn't. If I wanted, I didn't want it to find anyone else, and I figured if it was gonna find anyone, it should find me.
Bert kind of leans in and he's like, "Can you keep a secret?"
Sure.
You did what I kind of wanted to do. And as she laughs, he goes, shh. It's not to be.
I did what no one should do, but.
Hey, look. I don't know. I mean, I think if you hadn't gone in first, I probably would have tried to go, and I probably wouldn't have handled it finesse. I mean, you were calm, collected, and I mean, look, if you want to accept the thank you for that thing, can you at least accept the thank you for when he points to the wall to the right of him. I mean, like you're given good directions right as I got there, and I mean, you stood between a literal tyrantrum and me, and got it to walk away. So I mean, that's worth some thanks.
Well, I want to be able to give Pokemon the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that there are any bad Pokemon. I just think that, just because they have strength doesn't mean that they're beasts or that they're necessarily bad or anything. I think they're just bad trainers. And I mean, yes, some have protective, violent tendencies, but I mean, the only reason that she even got so close to us and got so aggressive was because her children were there. I don't think that it would have gone out of its way if it was alone. It had a good reason. I mean, we were here and its babies were there. I'm just glad that it didn't get close to anyone else. I already feel bad enough that it chased you around a bit, gave everyone a scare, but
well, I'm not the most quiet fellow, I'm a little noisy. And I mean, and what you said about Pokemon, no bad Pokemon. I mean, people see rock types and they think, hey, these Pokemon made of literal minerals they treat them like they're invincible and they don't have feelings. But I mean, deep down under all that rocky exterior, they got a heart. They got emotions.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm sure dragon types are the exact same.
I think even more so because once you get their trust, they're I feel like one of the most loyal types of Pokemon that there are. It takes a bit, and I didn't really see Tyrantrum as necessarily like a threat. You know what I mean? It was just a mother trying to protect her kids from these people that it's never seen before.
Well,
So
absolutely.
it's understandable.
I mean, when we're walking through the woods and stuff, we see a Pokemon we don't know. The moment it shows any sort of behavior we don't like, we battle it. So I mean, that's probably just
Yeah.
what Tyrantrum was doing.
Yeah.
And Bert kind of squats down from standing, and he's like, "Look, you gotta." I'm guilty of doing this myself, so I'm not sure if this advice is too accurate, but don't beat yourself up too much and don't knock yourself down because we're a group. I know we may not feel like it, but we are one big group and we got to stick together, all of us, not just subsections, but we are one big group. We're all working together towards our goals, but it's important that we stick together.
I guess so. I just feel like everyone else here feels like they're stuck with me, but they're not obligated. I don't know if I've ever really established anything yet. I mean, yeah, we all survived a literal train wreck together, but
I feel like our introductions were cut a little short on the train. I feel like only our Pokemon really got to meet each other. I feel like there wasn't too much talk from from people to people. So I think that should be our first priority tomorrow once everybody wakes up. And one thing that's important is we talk it out. I mean, I'm probably not the best person to explain, but it's important that you get to just give people the chance to hear you out. Don't assume they won't listen to you.
Yeah, I think tomorrow we get everybody up, make breakfast, and then head straight for the gym together. Right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's part of the challenge of the whole. Seems like a lot of us are excited for that. I mean, even if I don't really do the best, I can still cheer you guys on.
Oh, of course.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave the food here. Bert shivers again. He's like a little cold, and I think Biscuit's probably gonna start crying if I don't get back soon. So I'll leave the food here. Just thank you again for
of course.
legitimately saving me. It was a scary experience. I'm not gonna lie. But see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see ya.
Burke stands up and stretches a little bit, and then heads back to Biscuit. And Biscuit just started like panicked, looking around, like having no sense of object permanence. Like, where's Burke? Where's Burke? Where's Burke? Where's Burke? Where's Burke? And then just in time, Burke gets back, and Biscuit just comforts Biscuit.
Which, by the way, behind you is an open wall. You're laying down on the ground. You want to move over to one of these like corners and lean against the wall or something.
Yeah. I'll move over to this corner over here.
Alrighty. Is Prisma staying where she's at? There is like a slight wall right here that she can lean behind. You want to move into one of the corners or something?
I guess I'll after that, like I'll come over here and bring my little lads over here. I do want to bring out Pixie and hold her in my lap and maybe use a potion on her. I think I have at least one that I haven't used, ?
I will say during long rest they do heal.
Oh, okay.
So
well then I'll give her a potato.
Nice.
Charlotte's asleep.
All right. So yeah, she Pixie will gladly eat a potato. Not her typical cuisine, but she'll eat it. Stuffy's still
it's a dog. They'll eat anything.
Exactly.
Garbage.
So yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do before we fade to black and let you all sleep?
No.
Anyone else?
I think I'm good.
Alrighty. So yeah, so you all slowly, one by one, begin to fall asleep. Excuse me.
You hear a scary deep burp in the distance in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
You hear the birth of God.
It's the Tyrantrum.
It is
Just
consumed.
The Tyrantrum just ate the Carablast.
Yummy meal. That becomes a running theme of any Pokemon you defeat, another Pokemon will come along to consume it.
Wow.
And no, everything was
Pokemon that we fought yesterday.
by the Tyrantrum.
But yeah, I think even though we didn't get to play a whole lot because of everything, I feel like that's a decent place to call it for tonight, so that we can start tomorrow, head off to the gym and stuff. Now that everyone's up to snuff with their level. I also remember that I didn't actually send everyone what their experience gain was last time with the Pokemon you all caught, so I'll do that. I've really got to use the restroom now, so I'll do that once I'm back in here from using the restroom. But for now, that'll be a good place to end the session.
Yay!
Sorry for just everything that happened, but at least we still got to play.
It's all good. I'm glad we got to play at least still. It just feels like someone hit me with a fucking car. That's how I feel right now. I legitimately was like, had my headphones on and the cord was long enough to reach my bed. So I was just like watching the screen and listening to it like podcast style.
Oh.
And then I heard Stuffle and then I leapt up and I ran back to my desk.
My dog has moved directly in front of the fan to cool himself off, wafting his smell.
Good boy, Gator.
Out of curiosity, who's currently planning on challenging the gym leader?
Me.
I guess I will.
How many gyms were there, and how many did we have to fight?
There are. Let me double check. I believe there's 12.
The answer is plenty and only 8.
Yeah, there's 12 gyms. You only have to beat 8. So there's 4 extra gyms.
I'm not gonna fight the grass gym.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, me neither. I'm water types.
That's totally valid. That was the whole point why Justin was making so many.
Yeah, I was just like calculating in my head because like I could do the grass gym, but I would have issues with it. Whereas I cannot do the flying type gym because all my Pokemon would be like dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with like fire would be a problem for you.
Yeah, but I do. Wait, is Lotat? Thinking, funking. Is Lotat not like normal or immune to fire as well? So
I think it's neutral since the water type.
I believe so. That makes sense to me.
Cancels it out.
Lotat. Wikipedia.
So, Rat, I found it. I found it, and I completely fucking forgot. They got the fucking narrator from Pokemon, like the TV show, to narrate the battles.
Yeah, it cancels out episode 1.
Nice.
Wait, the narrator from the Pokemon anime?
Yes, from the show, from the anime.
Is that Mike Pollock narrator or different narrator?
It sounds like fucking.
Hang on.
Oh, hopefully, is this a no commentary or is this like somebody going, okay, today we're going to be playing Banner Revolution?
No, it's just gameplay.
Okay, just gameplay, thank goodness.
Also, the music is so good.
No, it's the other narrator. I think it was.
Oh.
I can't remember if that narrator is before or after Mike Pollock.
Is Mike Pollock the current one, or is he?
I don't think so. I think he used to be the narrator.
I think your stream's.
I'd appreciate if you would put any other part of your body in front of the fan other than your butthole.
Oh God, this game is
nice conversation.
You know what else see the string going? Because it's not. It's like frozen for me.
Wait, is it frozen?
Not yours, Geeky, but Rats.
Mine?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is watching it.
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh my God! Fucking Mike Pollock's still working in Pokemon. He was the old scruffy dude in the.
I'll go ahead and stop recording.
The I Choose You movie.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording.
He's
Goodbye recording.